Welcome, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to this channel and basically the learning. So, today, what we are going to see is as a part of our GenAI journey, the learning the new stuff. People who are totally new to the GenAI part, why the GenAI is so popular, why should we learn GenAI? That's more important, right? We learn DevOps, we learn cloud, we learn the data, we learn Databricks. We learn so many things. But why suddenly this GenAI thing comes in the picture? So the reason is there are many reasons, not only one reason, but one of the main reason is that it helps you to write or help you on your day-to-day task. What do you mean by day-to-day task? Writing a code, summarize your documents, and building applications. Building applications means writing a code to build the application and then compile the code. And all the your DevOps works also that can be performed through GenAI. So all the majority of the cloud, I mean the AWS and Azure, they have their own GenAI services. In AWS, we call Bedrock. So Bedrock is a service, is a managed service. Means we no need to do many things. We need to do some things, and then the rest of the things will be performed by AWS. Similarly, in Azure, we use Azure OpenAI service. So Azure OpenAI service will use Azure OpenAI as a backend, and then you need to just manage your work basically, and it will help you to write the code, help you to summarize the document, it help you to bring the application down up, and many more things can be done. So in this lab, basically the short lab, and by the way, this course is a 36-hour course for AWS Bedrock and AWS GenAI course. It's not considering all the AI part, because AI is a separate course, and Bedrock is a separate course. Bedrock means we will learn all the LLMs, RAG, agentic AI, LangChain, LangGraph, all these things we will learn over there. So let's see what's there today. So today, what we are going to see is how we, write the code through AWS Lambda. Means Amazon Q is a service, Amazon Q developer. Amazon Q developer will help us to build a code that supports any application, or that will get to deploy any application. So Amazon Q is a service. Amazon Q developer is a service that will help you to. You just need to tell them that, okay, I want to write this code, and then press the Alt C button for Windows users, Alt C, and then it will generate the code for you, and then that's how we will see that how the code get generated, and what are the things we need to do. So the problem statement today, or the learning statement, is AWS Lambda Console provides a built-in code editor that supports Amazon Q Developer, the formerly Amazon Code Whisper. Earlier it was known as a Amazon Code Whisper. So we will see the first we will go to our Lambda BD, AWS Lambda, and then in the Lambda function we will see how Amazon Q Developer can help us, how it's going to help us basically. So click on the AWS region. So make sure that these regions, the services are available in that particular region. Otherwise, you spend a lot of time, days, months, but later you realize that this service is not available in that particular region. So be careful. So in this lab, we are going to see the Amazon Q, the most famous service from Amazon, Amazon Q Developer, and it is available in US East 1. So we have changed our the region to US East 1, and then we started our function demo, go to the AWS Lambda, go to the Lambda. I have created this function right now, but you can create your own. That's not a problem. And then once you go here, code, test, monitor, uh, configuration, aliases, and version, you can see something here, index.js. Just double click on that. And by the way, you see this code, but originally this code was not there. So what we need to do here is we need to go here, and in your case, you need to click the Amazon Q. Once you click here on this toolbar, it will ask you to resume auto suggestion, which is currently paused. So I'm going to say yes, please resume the connection. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all these codes, right? So let's see me. Let me delete all the codes. And Lambda handler that creates a new S3 bucket. This is the my statement for which I want to write the code. So you can see here, um, up to this point, there is no suggestion for that. The moment I say enter and say Alt C, you can see here the suggestion comes. So AWS required AWS SDK, S3 export handler, bucket name, parameters, all these things, and then you need to say tab here, right? Once you click on the tab, then you need to just make one changes to this code where you're gonna put your S3 bucket ID. Don't worry guys, even if you don't understand also right now, it's okay, it's perfectly fine. What I'm going to show you, or what I'm showing you, is that how Amazon Q will help you to write the code, which is very important thing, especially people who are not from the coding background. I mean, people who are coding background, that's fine, they can write the code, but people who are not from the coding background, I have seen many people, or people come to me that I don't know coding. So for them, it's something like um, the lifeblood. So understand that once you click on the Alt C button, then this code will come to you. I mean, this code, this is the Amazon queues based on your experience over the 12, 15 years in AWS. They are suggesting you that this could be the possible code. You can change the code as per your requirement, but this is the typical possible code. And then you can say deploy. See, deployment is updating the function developer demo. It's trying to deploy something, successfully deployed, and then you can test it out. So testing might fail. Testing is it's a different thing, but wanted to show you this small demo about how Amazon Q will help you to write the code by just entering the problem statement, the Lambda handler that creates a new S3 bucket. The moment you can change this the statement, the moment you change the statement, new suggestion will come, and once the suggestion comes, you can take a take the entire code in your Visual Studio Code here, and you can basically you can write it here, and then you can change it all there. So that's the small demo I want to show you about this Amazon Q. I thought let's start with that, because this training will have more videos on these on Amazon Bedrock, Amazon GenAI part. So stay tuned, and happy learning. And by the way, guys, if you have any questions or if you want to join this course, and this course is not just just a training. At the end of this training, we will have minimum 10 capstone projects that will be close to real world projects where you will deploy, apply, you know, your knowledge and test your knowledge and, fine tune your knowledge. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, please ping me, and happy learning.